Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Chapter 15, titled A Vibrant Life, started with a flashback from the Hidden Sand Village where we get to see an extensive battle between Gaara with the team from Hidden Sand and Shinju Matsuri with a bunch of claw grimes. During their battle, Gaara had sealed all his students. This was because he considers them to be the future of the Hidden Sand Village and didn't want any harm to come to them. At some point in battle, Gaara realized that he could not beat Matsuri, which is, they made a deal. If Gaara had not resisted, Matsuri would have let all 3 students escape. However, knowing that his own father was about to die, Shinki made a move. He somehow freed one hand from Gaara's jutsu and used iron sand to seal the 5th Kazekage away. Essentially, Shinki did something similar to what Kawaki did to Naruto, and now Gaara lies inside the seal. He is the only one who is capable of undoing the seal, which means that for now, Gaara is safe. However, Shinki himself was bitten by a claw grime and turned into a tree. This is precisely why the new Shinju called Ryu was born in the previous chapter. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Chapter 15 then shifted to the Hidden Leaf Village, where Kankuro revealed to Shikamaru that what happened Gaara and Shinju, and how Shinki, despite being transformed into a chakra tree, was the only person who could release Gaara from High Seal. While all of this happened, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 15, showcased a spy frog lying in the Hokage's room, listening to the conversation between Shikamaru and Kankuro. One of the most exciting parts of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex was come out when Ryu finally came into existence properly. He was seen conversing with the other Shinju, but it didn't take him long to figure out that someone was spying on him. As to how he figured it out, it shouldn't surprise any fan that he has great sensory powers thanks to the sand particles around him. He was able to figure out that Code was hiding nearby, and he pulled him out with his iron sand jutsu. Code didn't waste any time in attacking Jura, and this was because he considered him to have disobeyed an order from him. As it so happens, Code still believes that he's capable enough of eating the chakra fruit, and that when he does consume it, he will have the last laugh over everyone. To Jura, however, this threat from Code was hollow. Jura was easily able to blow away one of his arms and leave him reeling. In fact, Jura stamped authority over him by telling him that he would let him live and make a deal with him. He would let him live and even have the chakra fruit as long as he got rid of Boruto Uzumaki and all the others. Of course, we don't know if Jura will actually let him eat the chakra fruit. This is especially because right now, it appears that Jura is interested in eating the fruit himself and seeing what happens. More importantly, Ryu figured out a target to devour, and this one was none other than Gaara, the 5th Kazekage, because he has the same essence as Shinki and, at the same time, controls the same jutsu as him as well. For him, breaking the jutsu shouldn't be too hard, quite easily the most exciting part of Boruto. 2 Blue Vortex. Chapter 15 came right at the very end, where we saw Boruto was sitting on top of Naruto's face. Kawaki appeared and approached the Boruto, not showing any signs of attacking. Boruto asked Kawaki if he was going to attack. Kawaki ignored Boruto's questions and asked him why he wasn't proving his innocence before the people of the Hidden Leaf Village. For the very first time since the time skip, Boruto and Kawaki held a long conversation with each other. Boruto said that he doesn't need to go out of his way to do such a thing because this could create more confusion, and that the Hidden Leaf Village was good as it was. Moreover, Boruto also stated that thanks to its master Sasuke, he was strong enough to spend a life alone. More importantly, Kawaki then asked about Boruto's karma and Momoshiki Otsutsuki. Although the Boruto didn't give a straightforward answer, and also mentioned that Momoshiki has not manifested in 3 years, and indicated that Momoshiki could take over the next time he activated his karma, and that he does agree with Kawaki on the fact that the elimination of Otsutsuki is required. But first, he needs Kawaki's help in eliminating the Shinju. Boruto continued by stating that Kawaki could try releasing Naruto and train under him directly, because he was used to Naruto's student. However, this would take a long, so Boruto recommended an alternate way. Boruto revealed before Kawaki that Amato was limiting his true potential, while Amato spied on them by using a Kawaki, as Amato can be able to see everything from the beginning through Kawaki's eye. Amato was surprised over how Boruto knew about this and speculated that the protagonist could have joined forces with Kashin Koji, if he was still alive. After that, we then returned to the Hokage Rock, where Kawaki accepted Boruto's offer and they joined forces through a temporary truce to defeat the Shinju. Much to the surprise of the fans, Kawaki and Boruto have now teamed up once again, and it will certainly be interesting to see how they tackle the upcoming problems in the series. First things first, Kawaki will have to deal with Amato and ask him to remove all his limiters. Once that happens, they will likely head to the hidden sand village, where the mission will be to fight Ryu and the other Shinju. The upcoming arc of Boruto is certainly going to be incredibly exciting and will most likely be decisive as well, given that all the Shinju could be dealt with once here. From there onwards, the series can tackle much bigger arcs, such as the one where Boruto and Kawaki inevitably end up fighting against one another. Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex. Chapter 15 set the basis for an incredibly exciting arc, and now, fans absolutely cannot wait to see what happens next month.